That's the clarification from Finance Ministry. No intent to question tax residency certificate, says the Finance Ministry. This is the clarification that the market needed. So they're saying that there's no intent whatsoever to question TRC that's produced by the investor, and that this will not supersede the double taxation avoidance treaties that were signed. So this will not override DTA. Let's get all those flashes from the Finance Ministry going one by one. So you don't need to prove beneficial ownership for capital gains exemption. That TRC will remain the sole requirement. That's the TRC will be accepted as proof of residence. This clears the air on that additional proposal that was put in the budget, which created all the anxiety over how FIRs will be treated, especially if they're investing from the Mauritius route. So they've essentially clarified that there's no intent to question the TRC produced by the investor. It suffices. It will be accepted as the proof of residence, and the IT department will not question the TRC. So there's no question of, they're not going to question a residence status beyond TRC. So they don't need to produce another document in addition to the TRC.
And so Sandeep, you can just see the reaction. It's a 22-point jump that you're already seeing on the Nifty, because really the markets are heaving a sigh of relief. So that clearly justifies that there is no intent for the Finance Ministry to crack down on P-notes or the Mauritius route.
You know, the language, if you see from Finance Ministry, is so conciliatory. They're trying to talk, they're trying to soothe trade nerves. Really, it really says that the proposed section is not meant to shoo away investors. The tax residency certificate produced by a resident of a contracting state will be accepted as evidence that he is a resident of that contracting state, and the income tax authorities in India will not go behind the TRC and question his resident status. I mean, remember, all of those people who came on our channel earlier today were actually of the view, were actually fearing that will the tax residency certificate begin to be questioned, and will people start chasing investors as far as the tax residency is concerned. In the case of Mauritius, it goes on to say that circular number 789 dated 13th April 2000 continues to be enforced. There is no change whatsoever as far as that one circular is concerned. However, since a concern has been expressed, so the Finance Ministry does admit 24 hours later, after the Finance Minister has presented the budget, he's very sensitive to what really happens to markets. You know, everybody gave him a thumbs up. It was the markets that were sulking, it was the investors that were sulking, and which is perhaps why the language, he actually, this circular does say, this note does say that since a concern has been expressed about the language of subsection 5 of section 90, this concern will be addressed suitably when the finance bill is taken up for consideration. However, for now, the clarification has been issued. The TRC will be a relevant document. There will be no chasing of investors that will happen on the base of this, and beneficial ownership is something completely different. They do not have to go ahead and prove that separately. It's the tax treaty that will override, and the tax treaty does assume that the capital gains tax is very much a part of and should be proven by the tax residency certificate alone. Of course, like it says, and I think this is only parliamentary, this is only legislative in nature, that this can only be addressed now when the finance bill is taken up. Whatever changes need to be made will be made there, but the clarification has really been issued. The attempt really is to soothe the nerves. The attempt really is to get the investors back,